Fails on the turn. Off. That's Double Trouble out sharply for the early lead. Coming away along the inside was Ron Ziegel on the outside, hustling up now into the turn. Double Trouble and taking the lead is Papa by 5, racing second to the quarter-mile juncture. Ron Ziegel, Double Trouble takes a tuck third. Racing in fourth, the Governor Simcoe Bovis is fifth. Racing sixth as they head over to the quarter, Carries Crash. On the outside, Second Locomotion moves up seventh. Racing in eighth is Coupon Required, and trailing the field, that's Prefab Bread, and now Bovis is on the move, followed by Neville's Son. They move into the half-mile pole. The leader is Papa by 5. Racing in second is Ron Ziegel. On the outside, Bovis comes on third. Racing in fourth to the half-mile is Double Trouble. Neville's Son moves up fifth. They go off the half-mile pole in a flat minute. On the front end, Papa by 5, 3 parts of a length. Bovis racing second. Ron Ziegel is third. Neville's Son pacing fourth. In fifth to the 3/4. That's Double Trouble. On the outside, sixth to the corner goes Carries Crash. The leader is Papa by 5 by 2 open lengths. Racing in second is Ron Ziegel. On the outside, coming on round the turn, that's Neville's Son from far back. Second Locomotion with Coupon Required. They're fanning out in the stretch. The leader by 2 is Papa by 5. On the outside, closing ground is Coupon Required. Along the inside in the lane is Ron Ziegel. They're across the track. Photo. Fails on the turn. They're off. Along the inside for the early lead goes 40 Devils with 2+2. On the outside, coming away third, Fox Valley Sport. Lucian moves up fourth. Down along the rail fifth to the quarter-mile goes Tootin' Tellum. Racing in sixth, Tempest Dalmahurst in seventh to the quarter. Don's Drifter, Rock Gus, and Bronze Eagle. They enter the stretch the first time. Up top by 2.5 lengths, the leader 40 Devils. Racing in second to the 3/8 pole on the rail comes Fox Valley Sport. Racing in third position now and on the move. 2+2, moving up to be fourth after a half-mile. And now driving from second there as they swing round the turn and going no place was Fox Valley Sport. They move into the half-mile on the front end. The leader by a length and a half after a half-mile is 40 Devils. The half and 59 3/5 up on the outside to be second to the 3/4. Goes 2+2 down along the rail third into the upper turn. That's Fox Valley Sport on the outside. Tootin' Tellum comes on fourth. They go to the 3/4. The leader by a length and a half under urging now is 40 Devils. On the outside, 2+2 racing second. In third is Toot and Tell 'em. Racing in fourth as they turn for home on the wood. And going wide there was Don's Drifter with Tommy Insko. They're in the lane on the front end. Taking the lead is 2+2 on the outside. Locked wheels there in the stretch. It's 2+2. The leader racing in second between horses. Lucian, 2+2. Wheels on the turn. To recall. They're on the turn. They're off. On the outside for the early lead goes Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda along the rail, circle bound with Fox Valley Awesome coming away fourth as they look for position into that first turn was Dixie J. Care, and around the turn Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda the leader. Racing in second to the quarter-mile pole goes Circle Bound in third. Fox Valley Awesome up on the outside with an early move now is Nutmeg Almahurst. Racing in fifth as they go to the 3/8 pole on the outside. That's Arvita Lobel, and Fox Valley Awesome gets the lead. Racing in second to the 3/8 pole goes Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda, still on the outside. Nutmeg Almahurst now moves up third. Racing along the rail fourth into the half mile comes Circle Bound, moving up to be fifth, Arvita Lobel. Racing in sixth position, Fast Dance Sample is seventh. Racing eighth to the 3/4 mile pole, Dixie J. Care, and trailing the field Brett's Prospect. They go to the 3/4. The leader is Fox Valley Awesome on the outside, gaining second. Nutmeg Almahurst, Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda's third. Arvita Lobel comes on fourth. Racing in fifth to the corner, that's Fast Dance. Final 3/8 of a mile. Fox Valley Awesome moves out to a 4-length lead. Racing in second as they turn for home on the outside, Nutmeg Almahurst with Arvita Lobel. It's Fox Valley Awesome, the leader. Racing in second through the lane comes Nutmeg Almahurst on the outside, closing ground. That's Sample on the front end. The leader is Fox Valley Awesome in front. These are the horses for this evening's fourth event. Fails on the turn. They're off. That's Perry Road for the early lead on the outside. Colonel Ed came away second towards the rail. Sunshine Meadow with Astragalus. Into that first turn, Perry Road leads. Colonel Ed takes a tuck second. In third, Sunshine Meadow. Astragalus is fourth. He'll be Brave Racing fifth. In sixth, Tough Act with Frosty Eagle and Cavalier Carson. They head off the quarter. Perry Road leads a length. The quarter, 30 2/5. Colonel Ed pacing second. In third, the 3/8 pole goes Sunshine Meadow on the outside. Fourth, Astragalus, He'll Be Brave comes on fifth. Racing in sixth is Tough Act. In seventh, to the half-mile pole goes Frosty Eagle with Cavalier Carson. Into the half-mile they go on the front end. Perry Road maintains a length lead up on the outside. Sunshine Meadow, the half and an unremarkable 1 3 3/5. It's Perry Road a length on the outside. The challenger, Sunshine Meadow. Colonel Ed is third. Astragalus fourth. Tough Act saving ground fifth. He'll Be Brave is sixth. In seventh, the Frosty Eagle, the trailing horse. As they go to the 3/4 mile pole, that's Cavalier Carson. They go off the 3/4, 1:35 3. Perry Road leads. Astragalus now comes on second in the lane. It's Perry Road under a drive. Astragalus closing on the outside. Racing in third through the lane comes Colonel Ed. It's Perry Road, the leader on the outside, racing in second, Astragalus, but it's Perry Road.
Fields on the turn. They're off. Chi-Town Nicky out fast. On the outside moving up goes Jay's Captain Gentry. Firefly Tony along the rail. They moved in the first turn. Chi-Town Nicky has the early lead. Jay's Captain Gentry comes on second. Firefly Tony at the rail third. Racing in fourth, Barter Brett with Mortimer in fifth. Entering the stretch now the first time, and from the outside, Jay's Captain Gentry takes charge. Racing in second, finds Chi-Town Nicky by the quarter, 28 3. A quick early quarter. Now Chi-Town Nicky drives from second and takes charge. Jay's Captain Gentry back to second. Firefly Tony is third. Barter Brett in position fourth. Racing up fifth comes Mortimer N. On the inside, Lord Hillis is sixth. JJ's Parson out there in seventh. Racing in eighth finds Master Knoll. On the inside ninth, that's Captain Dennis. Trailing the field, Good Guy Freddy. Over to the half-mile pole, Chi-Town Nicky a short lead by the half, 59 2. They move down the backstretch. Chi-Town Nicky a short lead. Firefly Tony challenging second on the inside. Jay's Captain Gentry is third. Barter Brett out there with cover in fourth. Racing in fifth along the rail, Lord Hillis. Coming on 6-3 wide, finds Master Knoll between horses in seventh. That's Mortimer racing up eighth on the far outside. Good Guy Freddy, ninth on the inside, Captain Dennis. JJ's Parson now trails. They move into the far turn. Chi-Town Nicky still there a length. The 3/4, 130 flat. Chi-Town Nicky a length and a quarter. On the outside, coming on, that's Master Knoll. They turn for home. Chi-Town Nicky has it a length and a half. Master Knoll on the far outside racing in second. Jay's Captain Gentry comes through between horses. Also coming on with a rush, that's Good Guy Freddy. Through the stretch, Chi-Town Nicky by 2. On the far outside, Good Guy Freddy with Jay's Captain Gentry on the inside third. Chi-Town Nicky in front. In tonight's
Fails on the turn. They're off. That's posing pretty out sharply along the inside, coming away as they drive for position. Goes Trey Chic with She'll Be Charming on the outside. Lady Thorn, but she'll tuck in front of Fox Valley Hope. They swing around the turn, go over to the quarter mile on the outside, now taking the lead. Yana Donna, Trey Chic racing second. In third as they go to the quarter mile pole. That She'll Be Charming, posing pretty is fourth. In fifth, Lady Thorn. Fox Valley Hope is sixth. Racing in seventh as they go to the 3/8 pole. That's Perina Skipper on the outside, moving up. Love Print eighth. On the move into the turn with the rush comes She'll Be Charming. It's Yana Donna leading. She'll Be Charming is second. Off stride was Lady Thorn and Tony Morgan. They move into the half-mile pole. The leader 3/4 of a length is Yana Donna. She'll Be Charming is second. Trey Chic racing third. In fourth as they go to the 3/4 mile pole. That's posing pretty, moving up. Fifth is Fox Valley Hope. Love Print is sixth. Into the 3/4, Yana Donna 3/4 of a length. On the outside, the challenger second to the corner is She'll Be Charming racing in third round. The turn posing pretty along the rail fourth as they turn for home. Comes Lady Thorn. Fox Valley Hope comes on fifth. In the lane on the front end, taking the lead now. That's posing pretty racing in second along the rail. Yana Donna in third. Between horses comes She'll Be Charming with Trey Chic fourth. That's posing pretty in front. Fields on the turn. They're off. Along the inside, Little Drizzle out sharply for the early lead, coming away second as they look for position between horses into the turn. That's Cocoa Butter with Lovin' Rainbow, and Lovin' Rainbow takes the lead. Cocoa Butter is second, racing in third. Little Drizzle in fourth. Lake Kills Beth. Sun Lover fifth, racing in sixth. Sugar Pie. They go over to the quarter mile pole in 29 seconds. On the front end, the leader by a length and a half to the 3/8 is Lovin' Rainbow. Racing in second to the clubhouse turn. That's Cocoa Butter up on the outside to be third now is Lake Kills Beth. Along the rail, fourth to the half is Little Drizzle coming on. Sun Lover, Sugar Pie, sixth. Medal to Win is seventh. In eighth to the backside goes Rain Dance Rose. In ninth position now is Oh Manu, and trailing the field to the 3/4 mile pole Netta Hale, the leader by 2 open lengths, is Lovin' Rainbow. Hanging on the outside, second to the 3/4 mile pole. That's Lake Hills Beth. Sun Lover moves 3 wide, third, followed by Sugie Pie, fourth. They move into that upper turn on the front end. Lovin' Rainbow leads, racing in second position as they swing round the turn on the outside. Sun Lover, now it's Sun Lover that takes the lead. Lovin' Rainbow racing second. In third is Cocoa Butter. They're in the lane on the front end. The Sun Lover gets that lead. Lovin' Rainbow along the rail. Cocoa Butter knifes between horses. Sugie Pie on the outside. That's Cocoa Butter getting the lead with Sugie Pie. Number 5. Fields on the turn. They're off. That's Just a Fantasy for the early lead. Coming away on the rail, Brandenburg Noble Ark came away third. Trotting up to be fourth as they swing round the first turn and go over to the quarter between horses. Lose Priority racing in fifth position now on the rail. Rock Creek, the leader, is Brandenburg. Just a Fantasy tucks second. Lose Priority drops in third, racing in fourth to the 1/4 mile pole. The Noble Ark in fifth position is Rock Creek. Skull Angel is sixth. Racing on the outside, seventh, Kelly's Jubilee. In eighth position to the 3/8 Chuck Stake. Trailing the field now is Kentucky Winner, and on the move is Rock Creek. The leader into the half mile is Brandenburg. Rock Creek storms up on the outside to be second. Trotting in third, Just a Fantasy. Kelly's Jubilee tucks fourth. Racing in fifth to the 3/4 mile pole goes Lose Priority. The half was in 1-1 and 4/5. Brandenburg leads. Rock Creek out there second. Just a Fantasy trotting third. In fourth to the 3/4, Kelly's Jubilee. In fifth position is Lose Priority. Trotting in sixth, Kentucky Winner. On the front end, Brandenburg leads. Rock Creek challenging second. The 3/4, 1:31 and 1. The leader is Brandenburg with Rock Creek and Just a Fantasy. They turn for home. On the front end, Brandenburg leads. On the outside, the challenger second is Rock Creek. In third, Just a Fantasy. In the lane, it's Brandenburg showing the way with Rock Creek trotting second. It's Brandenburg and Rock Creek. Fields on the turn. They're off. That's Major Production for the early lead. Coming away along the inside, Osborne's Fella Smart Roo is 3 deep on the outside, hustling up to be fourth. Into the turn goes Mr. Expert, and around the turn, Smart Roo on the outside takes a short lead. Mr. Expert hustles up second, racing in third. Major Production. They go down to the quarter-mile mark. On the front end, taking the lead is Mr. Expert, but Smart Roo holds the inside. Racing in third into the club turn goes Major Production. Racing in fourth is Osborne's Fella. On the outside, fifth comes Fireball Rock. Racing in sixth to the half-mile marker is HB Rorty. It's Smart Roo, the leader. Racing in second to the backside, Major Production. On the outside, third after a half is Mr. Expert. Osborne's Fella comes out fourth. HB Rorty racing fifth, 3 wide on the backstretch, sixth. That's the Alert Eagle. They go to the 3/4. The field's tightening up. Alert Eagle's winging on the outside. They move into the 3/4 mile pole on the front end. Alert Eagle is challenging Smart Roo for the lead. Racing in third as they swing round the turn on the inside, Major Production. Locked wheels in the rear. They turn for home on a short lead. That's Smart Roo. Racing in second as they move through the stretch is Alert Eagle. In the rain, it's Smart Roo under a drive. Alert Eagle's coming on again. On the outside, Osborne's Fella racing third, a driving finish. Field's on the turn. They're off. Between horses for the lead goes Fox Valley Slicker. He'll Be Swift came away. On the wood, Carey Society on the outside hung fourth round the turn. Goes Perpetual Bond and Sierra's Ace, and on the lead, the leader is He'll Be Swift. Perpetual Bond's on the move second. Carey Society third. Fox Valley Slicker is fourth. They enter the stretch the first time. That's Perpetual Bond on the outside taking the lead. He'll Be Swift racing second. In third position, Carey Society racing in fourth. Fox Valley Slicker on the move in fifth. Bravado Knight moving up. Lockport Ideal. Sierra's Ace with Snow Sammy and Fox Valley Clipper. They move over for the half mile. Up top, a length and a half, Perpetual Bond. Racing in second to the half mile, He'll Be Swift. Bravado Knight moves up third, racing in fourth to the 3/4 mile pole on the wood. That's Carey Society. Lockport Ideal comes to fifth. Racing in sixth, Fox Valley Slicker in seventh to the 3/4. Snow Sammy trying a 3 wide move eighth to the turn. Fox Valley Clipper trailing the field to the 3/4 mile mark now. That's Sierra's Ace. The field's bunching as they turn for home. On the front end, Perpetual Bond. Bravado Knight is gaining ground second. Racing in third along the rail, He'll Be Swift. They're in the lane on the front end. Now taking the lead is Bravado Knight racing in second. He'll Be Swift on the outside racing in third. That's Lockport Ideal. It's Bravado Knight in front.